everyone, and welcome to John Talks Indian Cinema. I am your host, the Indian Cine-MANIAC, back with another 10ish minute review. Okay, gang, you over 740 subscribers out there. So the film I'm going to review today was recommended by, I think, a new subscriber. I don't recognize the name, that's why. At Ishan Gupta, QQ, as in Quattrucci, 8V. Ishan Gupta, Q8V. And the movie he wanted me to watch was Main Khiladi Tu Anari from 1994, a remake of 1991 Michael J. Fox, The Hard Way, and James Woods. So it's directed by Sameer Malian. It stars one of my favorites, Akshay Kumar, Baby, Oh My God, Good News. I don't know. I've seen a ton of his films. Saif Ali Khan, who's gone through some personal drama recently, doing much better, I understand, who I've seen in a bunch of stuff. Kal Ho Naa Ho, Dil Chahta Hai, Omkara. Shiloh Shetty Kundra, who was in Apne in Indian. Shaki Kapoor, who was in Animal, in Raageshwari. Is that Raageshwari? I hope that's right. So this was Akshay and Saif's second hit, the first being Ya Dil Lagi. And this was a film that SRK wanted to play the Saif Ali Khan part and ended up not liking the script. And it was Akshay Kumar's fourth hit in 1994. How about that? Okay. Oh, a little gossip. It looks like Shilpa had an affair with Akshay, who I think was married at the time, and he kind of got busted for it too. You guys let me know if that's true. Is that true? Because she was pretty hot. I thought she was cute. Shiloh. Okay. Now, before I do my review, Ishan, if you are a watcher of the channel, you know my take on 1990s Indian cinema. Okay? So you always start at kind of a deficit. The way films were made then in India, the set quality, the sound quality, the whole aesthetic, I'm not like blown over by it. I'm just telling you. So, that's kind of how the review starts anyway. So this was, so the story's about, the story's about a cop who is trying to solve the murder of his brother's murder, who was also a cop. And through the course of the investigation, an actor played by Saif Ali Khan, his character's name is Deepak, who is doing all those romance movies. And there's a big cameo in the beginning where they show, I know, who's the actress? See, Ravina, that's who it is. Ravina Tandon cameos in the opening song. Okay, and there's a big Saif's entrance is like this. It's song "Mad." It's got a very disco vibe. This, I always say this to you that you always say to me that the 90s looked like the 80s in Indian cinema. The 80s looked like the 70s. This looked like late 70s, early 80s, man, because there was a lot of sequence. And I also always say to you that I love the male dancers in Hindi films because they dance so masculine, right? They look like guys dancing. Not in this one. They had little sequin vests on, and yeah. So he wants to get different roles. He doesn't want to play the romance anymore. So he sees Akshay's character, Karan, who's like this super cop, right? So he's going to tag along with Karan to get the dialogue, to get the feel. as he's solving his brother's murder. So, and again, it's not nothing new. At some point, the actor screws up. Akshay's going to save him, and then, of course, something's going to happen to Akshay where Deepak's got to save him, and proves that he can do this, and then he ends up in a big action film, and it's all hunky dory, right? And that's really the story. Now, there's love interest, right? Um, Saif ends up falling in love with Akshay's sister, and then Akshay falls in love with Shetty Kundra, who plays two roles. She plays a dancer in the beginning, Mona, and then she plays Basante, two different people, right? Um, so that's really the story. Now, the story I give it two because it's a remake of The Hard Way, and believe me, it's a very there's elements of it. It's not a straight out remake, but there's enough of it there, right? The performances, look, I this is the problem. Like, first of all, to see Akshay Kumar and especially Saif Ali Khan, so young. Even his voice was kind of high, Saif Ali Khan's. To see them so young, when most of the movies I've seen from them are in the you know 2010 to now, much older, much better actors for sure. That was kind of that's kind of what did it for me in this film as far as my enjoyment of it, because it was just really, and the same thing when I watched an Amir Khan film when he was first starting out, how young he was and what he ended up becoming. That's kind of the vibe I was getting in this film, because it was okay, the humor. Well, the performances, I'm going to give the performances a three, because it was just the acting's over the top in that timer. And I'm not blaming the actors, because that's what Hindi 90 cinema is. And most of them, not all of them, but most of them. It's just over the top stuff. Even the musical cues, which, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but the musical cues are like from a cartoon. When they want to punctuate a laugh line or a joke, they'd put some goofy music with it, and it's just constant, constant, constant. So the performances were three. The music, I didn't like the disco vibe that it had, but the music wasn't actually that bad. I actually like some of the numbers, and they can dance, that's for sure. The first song was Mad. It's a whole disco thing. It was Saif's entrance too, so it was big. Second song, their dancers are out in the street. Take a leave for 8 days and come. I just like the title of that. The third song, and this was a weird one. So it's a very funny, light movie. All of a sudden, the Deepak is in love with Akshay's sister. He kind of blows her off, not because he doesn't care about it, because he doesn't want Akshay to be ticked off, or Akshay's character Karan, and she ends up cutting herself. And now there's this song, and it's a beautiful setting. It's a big cliff overlooking the water, and Saeed's wearing now this is 80s, a Miami Vice outfit with the white jacket and the pastel shirt. Fourth song is a long love song with Basante and Karan. But here's my favorite part. So they're doing this beautiful love song. It's changing scenes. Their costumes change. Then all of a sudden, Akshay's got a violin, and he's just jamming on the violin, just jamming this beautiful love song, And I thought, I don't know, it just made me laugh, because the violin came out of nowhere. Fifth number, Saif and Akshay hug it out after having a fallout, and it's we are different, we are dissimilar, and that's when the assassin shows up to kill him. What else? Yeah, so the music was, it was 1990s Hindi, so I'll give the music a three. It wasn't, I didn't hate it, I just thought the musical cues were goofy. And once you got away from that, it was all right. There was before I get to my verdict, there were a couple of things, like they do this thing where they're going to rob Disney World, He gets a tip that they're going to rob Disney World. Now, I assume it's Disney World in India, right? Well, they go to Disney World, and it looks like one of these fairs they have at a church or a picnic area, and there's not one thing that is branded Disney in the whole thing. I just thought that was funny because when they said there's a robbery at Disney World, I'm going, oh wow, this is going to be cool. Now, I don't know where they got it, but and then the bad guy looked like he was out of a Japanese one of those kung fu movies, and that was the bad guy, and all his thugs were dressed up black suits, red ties, and fedoras, which was I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I just found that funny. And then they did a whole Lethal Weapon thing where Karan's hanging from chains, water's pouring down him, and they're torturing him just like in Lethal Weapon, and he breaks out. Good fight scenes. Actually, I should have said that. Akshay, I know he does karate. He was good. I mean, he really can move. I liked him in that. I did his shirts were always unbuttoned to the navel, which he didn't do. He doesn't do in his later films. So I'm going to give the film. I'm going to give the film a 3. For me, the thing that I found really interesting about the film, as I've already said, is looking at Saif Ali Khan and Akshay Kumar so young compared to what I've been seeing. That I found that really interesting. The film itself was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't like laugh riot funny. I wasn't laughing a lot. So anyway, that's what I thought of the film. I don't know. You tell me what you think, because I know it was a big hit and a lot of people love this film, and I'm sure Ishan that you love this film too. And again, from my perspective, it was great to see those guys. But it's that whole '90s aesthetic that I do struggle with a little bit. So I've said that over and over again. Please keep if you want me to still watch them, I will. But I haven't liked a lot of them. I mean, 3 is not bad. Don't misunderstand me. But I haven't been bowled over by '90s films yet. And maybe there's one out there that I haven't seen that maybe. And like a '70s film, Sholay, I absolutely loved. I loved Sholay, and that had a lot of goofy stuff too, like the warden dressed up like the German guy in 1930s Germany. That guy. So it's not like I can't break that down. It's just I have a little trouble with it. I do. But anyway, that's what I think. So you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, I appreciate your feedback, okay? And if you're new to the channel, you know the drill. Subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the like button, and share it, because that's how we can build this community to 1,000 subscribers. That is the goal. And as of this filming, your leader, Modi, is coming to visit President Trump. It will be next week. I don't know when this is going to drop. So it'll be next week, the week of the 10th. This will probably drop after that. But that's pretty exciting because I know that India and the United States had a great relationship when Trump was president, and looking forward to getting back to that. So that's it. Okay, everyone? We'll talk to you soon on John Talks Indian Cinema with another 10ish-minute review or a 10ish-minute trailer reaction. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.